Alright, this thing is a mess. This thing is a custom G1 Megatron from the Japanese version that had the bullets that I did years and years ago. Just got my little phone here, so. But anyhow, just going to kind of show you. It does stand a bit wonky. But if I go to move him too much anymore, he kind of wants to fall apart a bit. Like in a bad way, but see. He might stand straight there. It's mainly these leg pieces here. Okay, so that's better. He's more standing straight. That cannon going up the back does go up the back. You just got to be really... I can't remember what I did. I haven't transformed this guy since I did this. But he is fully transformable. Minus the pieces. But that thing there, you could, while you're transforming it, getting it to a spot, and you could get over that little, whatever that thing was in there. It seemed like there was something little hinge or a little piece of plastic or something, and then you could raise it up to be on his back, like on a cartoon, and not hanging down over here on that hip thing. Okay, now, okay, I'm just gonna kind of show what I did back then. But this is that, blue painter's tape. This is blue painter's tape painted red. Now I unscrewed these pieces and put that over. Okay. And so this probably will not slide over that because it's got a piece of blue painter's tape there. That's the red. Now you could take the painter's tape off and it'll be back to normal. Okay. These hands are... they were from something else. So there's a sword. This waist, so I'm saying how fragile. This waist was from like it's like an upside down, I think, Defensor knockoff I put there. I made this little piece here out of sheet styrene. The head was a modified knockoff Devastator head that I sort of painted up and tried to get as much of a G1-y looking at that point. These... where's my little thing? These are just little stickers. Shit. He's so fragile. The feet I pulled apart and I pulled them down farther. So if you see, they come way out farther this way. They won't slide back up unless I pull those apart again to get them to click back up into there. But they are pretty stable because look how far he's sitting back. I mean, he's like sitting back. Okay. This little piece here that goes on his arm, if you take it off, you can get this piece here to just simply go from the bottom up it'll slide right on his arm, just like carrying it sideways instead of just front ways. But yeah, I made this piece, you know, because he's he's a mess. But anyhow, this is what I did back then. This was before they made the very first masterpiece. Like, I was trying to get this sucker to look a bit like, you know, G1 Megs. And so all this is red. This is all a piece glued onto here of this piece. And like I say, this piece here, well, just kind of trying to show it the easy way. It just, see, it just fits in there. It's a little piece, a filler piece I'd made to put there. Okay, the head, you just unscrew, and the original G1 head will fit back in there. See, this thing's fully transformable. It's just you gotta, I did chip so it won't exactly transform this way, but like I say, these hands, see, there's a little blue tape there. Let's try showing this one. Can you see the hand is right there? I just put a little piece of plastic tubing up there, and that's what holds this hand on right there, just like that. So that's still all the same. You just got to pull it apart and then take this blue tape off that I painted red and exchange the head back to the original head. And then this piece, these pieces here, this is what took me like 20 minutes to get them on here, but anyhow, because just the way I got it done, these pieces just fall off. Okay, so this piece, there's a little peg there, and there's a hole here, and this came off of a cheap, really cheapo gun, but for some reason it actually fit on this motherfucker. I got like the dollar store or something. So here's the other side, and so what I did was I put a peg there, but it doesn't want to stay there. So and it's that whatever crazy. So it doesn't want to stay in there. It's real hard. But once you get him kind of poked in there, that's just how I leave him. Then I put some, you know, this is tape, painted tape right here, that same blue tape. Okay, now this piece here, hold on. Okay, do you see? It just slides over that with these two tabs that, I think, if I remember right, the piece was supposed to be like that. Maybe it wasn't from a Pintor. It was just some kind of piece I had, and it fucking fit. And I was like, well, that kind of looks like a waist, but I turned it over and I made these little other pieces from something else slide in around to fill in the midsection there. So you see what I'm saying? It's just an old kit bash I did. If you go to do it, but it will still transform back. You just gotta pull the screws off, put these back into place where they'll slide up. You know, you got to take the red tape off. You got to disassemble that, pull the red tape off so where those will slide up. And you got to replace the head. and then put this piece here back on to where this is going this way. But as far as the actual, this is just a part of the natural transformation. If you figure it out, you know, it's a weird spot. I can't remember exactly when, but I figured it out. And I'm like, I know that damn motherfucker's going to go up there. And so, and then it did. It did. And I was like, holy shit. And so it's one thing you don't see on these G1 Megatrons is people showing where this actually goes up there. Now, it is a bit of a hard move. It is a bit of a getting around things kind of a thing. And you say, I'm just going to put these other pieces back on him and leave him as the way I got him. I'm not going to try to transform him. This thing is, it does fire the bullets, but it is, you know, by now pretty fucking old. So, whatever. But, you know, back when TF Master and stuff, I was on those streams in the TFW 2005. And on that, and I would show kit bashes and stuff, and people back then were like, you're full of shit, this damn thing does not transform. And I'm like, no, I haven't interfered with this transform at all. I'm just added stuff onto it, but it can be taken back to the natural form, which is an odd thing with kit bashes. It's probably one of the only kit bashes I've got that can be taken back to the natural form. Actually, it is. Now I think about it. But yeah. So, just want to show that. I had posted something on a guy so long ago, and I got back to kind of watching him. He works at a toy shop now. Well, hold on. Oh, sorry. Anyhow, it's TJOmega, but he used to go by the other name. You know, sort of found him a couple of weeks ago again, and been watching. He's got some good stuff as far as Transformers, and I don't really do a lot with him anymore. But anyhow, this is I kind of wrote some stuff on there, and so I was just kind of showing this if anybody wants to watch. It is possible, like I say, to do this. I ain't gonna try it, but I did it long ago when this figure was new. But this was the Japanese one with the bullets. Reissued way back in the day. So, yeah. Oh, and, I'd also mention this. On these Transmetal Megatrons, you can get them where, you see how much better that looks? Now this is a different one, but I painted it and I'm scared to transform because the tail fucking broke on me because of that crap plastic. But this was a custom I had done. But you can get the arms inverted like this, and then when you look at the side, you got that, and that's the elbow, and so the arms are backwards, and the hands are tucked up in the gut there. That's the other thing I was trying to talk about on there. So it is possible. That's a thing you can do that nobody does, and it looks so much better because it looks like chest. I mean, it looks like muscles here, not fists here. Anyhow, love y'all. That's just some stuff you can do. All right, bye-bye.